Hello everyone, this is your Pokemon Professor Valken aka Professor Well. Welcome to a brand new video, and for the first time we will be uploading our own draft game with something new coming up for the next week. We'll give an update on my community post about that, but till then let's move on towards today's video, which is almost any ability. Yes, AAA format. Yes, we opted in for the Smogon's AAA format, in which it's not the usual draft you will see with just pick two mons and draft two abilities in a usual AAA format. No, it's even broken and busted and full of chaos, because as it's gonna be free open abilities on any mons bearing some obvious ban, which I will just pull up a ban list for you. The obvious Arena Trap, Comatose, Contrary, Fur Code, Good is Gold, Gorilla Tactics, Huge Power, Ice Scales, and stuff like that, which are already broken, are banned. So let's first move on towards the draft board which was made. There were pools of around 18 pools, and each pool had 8 people, like the usual Smogon, 8 people and 8 mons. The obvious was Latios, Garchomp, and stuff like that. And let's show you my draft. I was fifth pick out of the 8, and we ended up going Jirachi over the Garchomp, Zapdos, the usual picks. This mons are very good if you are only drafting two abilities, but especially when it's free and open abilities, stuff like Jirachi are very broken as per, because like it's very free to use as much as it can. It can go any immunities because it's steel, like Earth Eater or Will Big Body. It can be Prankster, Screens, Healing Wish support, with just U-turn as its only move. Double Screens, Healing Wish, U-turn is all it needs. It can be AV Regen. It's like a very utility mon, and it was very hella underpriced, so we went about it round 1. And luckily I went it round 1, because many people got it in round 2 or 3 because they did not knew game about how Jirachi is, and somebody in my pool as well knew about it, so I had to draft it early or it would have gone before me. So let's move on towards the game number 1, which is gonna be as usual the Smogon 2 works you right. Remember, we are pulled up into a basically battle pools after the draft, and we were pulled with not just one threat, two big threats: Nozzermat and DJS, two huge people in drafts, and like they are amazing players. And I was too scared, like no offense to like Minecraft, I think he was new as well, alongside me, so he was on my level and I need to beat him anyway, so he was not a threat, because if somebody at my level is a threat to me, I should just call it quits. But seeing Nozzermat and DJS was a big threat for me, and making it against them, I don't know. Let's move on to game number 1. We scheduled with Nozzermat first, I think, but unfortunately his internet dipped, so we had to reschedule. And I will be going in terms of the games I played in, no preference in how the games went, so you won't know. We are just going in the order the games were played. So let me show you what I had for me versus DJs, that the greatest team. So this was a team I pulled up with. We had a Tintleless Meowscarada, because like he has no switch in for Tintleless Flower Trick, because Fluffy is the most defensive ability one can have in this format, and with Flower Trick not making contact and it being always critting is a great move, just always crits and does a great tons of damage. His only resist to Flower Trick was Tinkerton and Thundy Incarnate and Muck. All of those just dies to 2. Thundy, if has already taken like 10% chip, it just dies to 1. And other than that, Tinkerton and Muck dies to 1 Tintenless Choice Banded Flower Trick. So there's that. My team felt very very huge disadvantage if spiders pulled up with webs. So that's the main reason I went a clear amulet. I could have gone uh, boots for that, but I wanted some extra utility because the rocks does not do much damage to me anyway. So if he's just uh, any intim sets or stuff like that, so it can help me over there as well. I was Desoland Moltres for Ogapon for sure. If it's Ivy Cudgel with Primordial Sea, I can just overtake the weather and just kind of wall it. Vaporeon was Volt Absorb for 20T. It takes, because Vaporeon is very light in weight, it takes like 25 max from a Grass Knot. And with Volt Absorb, I kind of wall it. So there was that. And because of that, yeah, and also I faced galvanized cinderace with sword stance and a double edge, and it also helped wall that in my mob. So I was happy with that. uh, Weezing is always the one for one mon, especially with Prankster Destiny Bond. He had a track type with High Dragon, but doesn't matter. At least the Prankster Debond works on it, and especially having the Fairy typing, you can just debond Strange Stream into it, and it either kills himself with taking both of us down with Destiny Bond, or just dies to Strange Stream, or just switches, which gives me free Willow. And also the helmet chips into U-turns if it's high Ogapon U-turn, Cinderace U-turn, and High Dragon as well. Uh, Also, Will-O-Wisp helps me live Tusk, because if it's Mold Breaker stuff, guessing me being Levitate because I wall its other moves, Will-O-Wisp just helps me over there as well. So there's that. And Wheelback Body Chirachi with 4 moves AV helped me live all things on the special sides, because I was very specially bulky, and Big Body gives me +2 defense if it's Cinderace, so which kind of walls it. So that's it for my first matchup. Let's move on to the game itself, which was played almost like last week. So I will be starting doing live games from next week. Okay, for another leagues, or there are many things which will be coming up, and for that we'll be shooting live. But for this, we will be doing post comps. Okay, so let's start with the game, and let's take it slow. So I led with Meow, and the obvious lead, of course, is a Meow in every team. And so there I wanted to scout for Scarf and stuff, and just went hard wheezing into Tusk, which ate close combat because it quad resist, and just took 11%. Did more with the Rocky Helmet, and like I said, I was Prankster, was able to just Prankster Will-O-Wisp him. He did not want to risk Earth Eater on it because it was not revealed yet, and I was not Balloon, so he just went for a heavy slam, and which did just like 28%, which is fine because I was doing much more with Helmet plus Will-O-Wisp, which gave me a turn to switch into Moltres. And I did not like the switch in, and I always had a free switch into Jirachi because of the Wilbeck body. Uh, it just SDs up. It's forced to switch because he saw me going hard into it. A free U-turn, keeping the momentum up. But here, at this moment, Flower Truck kills, but because Ogapon has not revealed its uh, ability yet, I did not want to risk a Sap Sipper to kind of answer Meow. So I just wanted to play the momentum game and just U-turn on it to see Tinkerton come out and take 20 from a critical hit. So I don't think so. He knows I am uh, banded plus tinted lens, I guess. And from there, close combat was my freest attack. I think because EQ was such a threat into him, he did not want to go mug, and I did not want to miss as well. I just went for close combat because Sword of Rain close combat is very strong. Coming up from Terrakion, did 60% to Thunderous, and you can see. And I have a free answer into it, which is my Vaporeon, which took 35% due to a freaking crit. But now, because as I wanted to flip, we saw it's a vanilla Ogapon with water absorb and was able to heal up a bit, and which made me hard switch into G-Weezing because it kind of did its job with neutering the Tusk. And as Ogapon was forced to switch, I just went for the freest defog. Went into my Jirachi, which was his answer. He went with a flare blitz, giving me +2 defense, which led me go for a free Doom Desire. Over here, as Tinkerton came out, I went into a U-turn. I was very slow, which made me know he was very defensive and might be utility Tinkerton. That's why I went into G-Weezing. We both just kept on switching in until we find the desired matchup we were looking for. And the Doom Desire just came in, did 30% to him, and here I got a lucky burn 8%, uh, which made me believe I can live a rock tomb which Ogapons gets to answer the Moltres in the Zoland. So because of the Willow, I was able to risk taking a rock tomb because I was faster than Tinkerton, I was faster than Muk, and kinda faster than Tusk as well because I am enough speed to outspeed uh, max speed Tusk basically. So I risked a U-turn and it got revealed that this Ogapon is very defensive and slow and is even slower than my Moltres, and I was able to get out without taking any chip. So we go into G-Weezing straight up, spikes are up, tried to defog but uh, got parad, free synthesis for him, defogged again as I got encode, forced me to switch here. I went into Moltres and as he spiked again, and now I just wanted to see how much damage is a weather ball is able to. Went for the 53 and predicted a good switch in, U-turn, got my Meow in, and from this range, like I said, it's tinted lens choice band. It killed Tusk, it killed Thunderous, it killed Ogapon, it killed Tinkerton in 2 and Cinderace in 1. So I think it was the biggest offensive thing I could do. And because I saw Swords Dance, I knew it was not choice. Uh, and this was the freest click I had. And this is where Tinted Lens is revealed as Tinkerton takes 56. He's forced to switch into Mark, and because of Tablets of Ruin, that's the main reason he was able to hit a few hits, lowering my attack. And other than that, the helmet chip in did really help came in, and which forced Muk to just be too short later on in the game. A good U-turn coming up from the side of Tundi, but Ogapon gets a free synthesis up here, and especially because of me going Moltres, giving him 67% instead of 50. But we went into a weather ball and synthesis fight, basically one winning up, and this is time who loses the patience first and who gets the read right. If he U-turns or hard switches or me U-turn is just like who does it first, and we were just going back and forth. I got the read correct this turn and was able to U-turn into my Meowth Karada, making pressure once again, throwing a big crit flower trick again, and from this he's not able to switch out and take another hit because even Muck is too short from this range. Tusk and everything just dies, so he's forced to stay in and sack either Tinkerton or regen its health and sack Muck or anything else from its team. But this is where the Custab got revealed. I did not expect Regen Mon to carry Custab, and him going for Gigaton just shook me over there, kind of, I think. And if he went for Thunder Wave, I would have been more shocked and you know might be more in an issue, but I think he did not want to miss. That was the case, but we lived. The extra ball came in clutch, took 70% and got the KO in return. Thunderous came in. You can see my thought process over here in the game chat as well. At this point, I figured it to be scarfed, and yep, it was, I think, because came in Meow in front of Meow and is always switching in after one move instead of U-turning even when he has U-turn. Uh, a free wish into flip because Terrakion is kind of free into muck, because if it's not levitate I can just EQ him over here. But I predicted Thunders to come and Stone Edge does a good chunk instead of close combat into muck. Went for that, missed it, went into G Weezing, took a ton, and from here I just hoped I did not get parried and was able to take Tusk with me. And there goes second Mon. Here I have the offensive Mon out again because I know the only Mon which can outspeed me Karata is Thandi, and for that I have a good answer in Vaporeon, and as it's choiced, even Jirachi can help over there. So I just went into Meow's Karata. He's forced to switch or just sack anything, but quick attack got revealed and I was like, oh shit, what do I do? My fastest and most offensive mon is down, but uh, fearless Chirachi is always there for Cinderace. Let me get a free Doom Desire. A psychic noise is enough for Muck, able to get him down. Vaporeon, like I said, is a free switch into it. Came in, took a 15% from Dark Pulse, gained 7 from Leftovers. Doom Desire did a good 31. And the cycle continues. Because I was able to wish up, went into Terrakion. Because I knew it's not offensive and defensive Ogapon, I will be able to take one hit, get the healing, get the wish up, and then able to just claim my KO over here. Ogapon being slow than me, I was very happy to just stay and get the kill. And because I did not see any wither balls or any thunderbolt and stuff like that, I was okay to risk Moltres out right now because Moltres did not do much in front of Cinderace. So my Jirachi and Vaporeon were the two remaining answers for this two mons. So I just went to Moltres, took a Focus Blast, and I was guaranteed 100% sure, like a Scarf for sure. And I just went for the Scorching Sands, Okoing Cinderace on the switch in. And from here, it's a 1v4. He needs to lock into a move. He shows Thunder, and this proves that this was my thing because in harsh sunlight he was able to land Thunder, means he was no guard. So I was able to just go into my Vaporeon, which is Volt Absorb, get the health back, and just Oko it with alluring voice. And that's the game number one for the battle pools. Let's move to the game number two, which is gonna be Nozzermat. This game was such a threat to me. I was so worried about it. If you see the game, uh, his team is so defensive and offensive at the same point. Zarude Scarf was giving me so much trouble. Meow with nasty plot and stuff. Hisuian Gudra is amazingly strong into me. With Life of Steel Beam and Earthquake for Jirachi as well, and Fire Blast. So it Jirachi can either be a Earth Eater or Willbeck body. So Earthquake and Fire Blast deals with that. Steel Beam deals with the entire team, and Thunderbolt deals with Vaporeon. So it was giving me a lot of trouble, and it was a hell of a prep. I had like 3 or 4 versions of the team. So this was the final version I ended up with. Sucker Punch, U-turn, Flower Trick, low kick, because Petulant was issue as well. I was this one. Sorry, my bad. Uh, Sucker Punch, U-turn, Flower Trick with expert build, because expert build low kick was needed to Oko uh, the Hoodra. It was Sap Super Clear Amulet, because with Clear Amulet I was able to just block Petulant from parting shot and SDing up on it. High horsepower, close combat, and then I was high horsepower because of Grassy Surge Zarood if it comes up. So it's okay to lose 5 base power just in case of preparation. And was Sep Sipper if it comes down to it. I might switch in the starting and then stay in for a power whip and get the attack boost. I was Covert Cloak, a Saluna Blood Moon as well for switching in into Petulant and not get poisoned, because a Stolly Blissey was giving me a lot of issue, and I was body press because that was giving me a hell of an issue. I was regen Assault Vest on my Vaporeon with flips called Ice Beam, Alluring Voice, just max special defense. Uh, Almost the same Weezing set, Will-O-Wisp, Destiny Bond, Strange Stream, but instead of Defog, I was Plane Split in this because I did not care much about hazards in this game. With Rocky Helmet punishing U-turn from Zarude, and Jirachi with well big body, special defensive. For Meow, because Mew, if it's Nasty Plot, Vacuum Wave with Sheer Force, Psychic, and Fire Blast, it was doing wonders to my team. So I had to change my Rachi set and ended up with this. Let's move on to that game. I don't remember this game that on top of my head, so it can be something. So let's play battle music and let's start with the game. Okay, he led Specha, I led Mew, Meow's Karada. Okay, the game music is too much, I think. Let me lower it down. Yeah. So, and as I was like, okay, let me just U-turn, reposition, and get my Mons in. And this is where it got revealed that his Petulant was Choice Scarfed lead into my Meow and got 80% on, and we saw a Hadron Engine Blissey, so I knew it was not a stolly game and it's going to be an offensive game, and was able to just get body press into him. 49, had to stay in, sack my Ursaluna basically from that. But the main reason I stayed in is because if it's not adaptability, I live always, and one attack from my hyper voice just killed Halucha then and there, after especially -1 special defense. But unfortunate, we went into G-Weezing to Will-O-Wisp out, but Goodra came in and got the Will-O-Wisp. Rachi was made to just counter this guy. Flash Cannon made us, stay in. The Whalebag body helped. U-turn, I did not expect Flamethrower to come in. So, U-turned over there. Terrakion came in. But the issue was, I forgot, I expected this. My plan was to double, but I just got blank and stayed in. And I knew offensive fast Hoodra is very bad into me, and I don't know why did I stay in. Terrakion was my way to break this team, and I just went stupid. My play was always to go Jirachi because I saw his set. Came in, take like, how much did I take? 7%? Or just go Vaporeon and just eat that, regen it back. I was just dumb over there. Yeah, I had to do this. Force him out, U-turn. Okay. And this is where he reveals Nightshade. So I was able to Psychic Noise it, and it's basically a KO. So I just switched. And he was going Hazard Stack. I was able to Scald. Blissey came in again because I'm a special attacker, of course. And Blissey eats special attackers. Lands a T-Wave as I flip. do a 14%, go into Majirachi, take a billion from Hazard, and I just wanted to psychic noise in case he switched, and was able to block a healing wish. I'm so glad was able to do that. But then Meow, because it always died to Hazard, I just sacked it. G-Weezing was the play, went in to try to get as much diff as I could. Strange team, because I lived anything what Halucha did to me, and it was just about getting as much diff as I can, because like from here, me personally thought the game is over. Like I was taking my three most offensive mons were dead. The support mons were alive, and everything is very low. See, Pecha here just forced a kill with being so much high HP. Vaporeon is very low as well. It got forced out as well. I tried to regen some health, but unfortunate. Nightshade was able to live at 1. Destiny Bond at least got a diff and was able to take Pecharan down with me. And it was just down to Vaporeon and a Dream in a 1v4 with Cog Drive Mew taunting me out, but I had nothing. I was AV and was able to just scald it, get some damage, and die in basically 2 turns after that. And that's game number 2, and we got demolished in versus Nozzermat. We knew it's a very hard pool for us. Like Nozzermat and DJ, we were happy to, like, I just wanted to play DJ and Nozzermat both first before the last guy, because I knew I need to win one of these matches, and this are gonna be the 2 hardest games for me. So we are 1-1 right now, and to make it out of pools, we need to win versus TTV Minecraft Rocks. And so let's load up the team which we made for him, which is another tinted-less uh, Meow's Karata, because if you see, uh, his only answers to flower tricks are like Volcarona, Iron Hands, uh, Electrode. He had a few answers to grass moves, so I was like, let's go Tinted Lens Meow's Karata again. Uh, Tracheon was sort of ring choice cow, because it's always my Volcarona hard switch in, because if Volcarona comes in, it's mostly gonna force a switch and just quiver dance up, so I cannot get it, just free quiver dance and sweep my team. Terrakion being faster than it naturally with Choice Scarf is always able to outspeed +1 Volcarona and just Oko it with Stone Age. Even like I had some people running Fluffy, but Stone Age does not care about Fluffy because it's not a contact move and it's like chord effective on it. Even if it did matter with Fluffy, it's just chord effective. And then Moltres with Desoland. Uh, we have Vaporeon with Volt Absorb again, because we were facing Thundy again from DJS. So basically copied the exact same set. Uh, Desoland, Moltres for above snow in case he brings weather. It was basically for uh, snow warning frostlass in case he wants to go for blizzard and stuff like that. And most importantly, to block flip turn momentum from Swampert to just come in, be immune to earthquake and its water, like basically both stabs and also stop momentum. It's like it was a no-brainer. GVZ was Earth Eater, because like I was prankster again on this set, but I was having very much issue into Iron Hands, because like tinted lens or just uh, offensive hands. Like I was not G-Whizzing first on this team. I'm still max defensive AV vape because of hands, and I was taking way too much damage from close combat. It was two shotting Vaporeon, so I had to include G-Weezing with Earth Eater to counteract that. Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, Defog, and Strange Stream. I was not debond on this set. It's basically 5 moves on Weezing, and 4 of those needs to come every week. And after after that, because of this and like hydron engine and stuff, I was choice scarf, psychic surge, expanding force, Chirachi, because like I said, like Chirachi is so useful and so adaptable. Like you saw Wheelback body set coming up, AV regen, and this time we have psychic surge set coming up, and to counteract any electric surges or hadron engines, because you can see there's like one, two, three, four electric on his side, so it was kind of obvious. So, and he had no steel types and no dark types, which means expanding force were just free. So let's move on to the game. Uh, as usual, we led. This time we led with Terrakion to see what he does, and we saw a Swampert on the lead, which means a free Moltres every time. Uh, it revealed Waterfall, means a free U-turn, and as soon as Sandy Shocks revealed a special attack booster, uh, photosynthesis, and I was like, okay, I don't care. Even if it was speed booster, I am Terrakion Choice Scout just to be able to outspeed Volcarona and Sandy Shocks, which means it's a free Earthquake for me, and he has no Earthquake switching except Thunderous, which I can just Stone Edge, and it's very hard to come into. I mean, I went straight into Vaporeon because I expected a ice move and just went into that to also bluff basically Sap Sipper, so it kind of walls entire Bomber Snow. But seeing him go Snowscape, I just went into Moltres. Desolant take care of the weather. The Leech Seed misses, but like as soon as I go Weather Ball, I saw him getting the +2 will body, and I was like, oh shit. But he went from Snowscape and then just switch, and after that, just revealed he was Electric Surge and basically Electric Seed to get the plus defense. And like I said, Unburden is banned among the all the abilities we mentioned in the start. It cannot be unburdened. So I knew Meowscarada is able to outspeed, and like I said, if it's like taken like 10% or something around that line, Meowscarada with Choice Bent Intelligence just Okos Thandi from here. But then he showed Sapsipper Swampert. Sapsipper Swampert was revealed, which means Vaporeon is kind of free. Went into him, flip turn into G-Weezing, because I knew it was Roar, because like my Vaporeon is mint speed. I knew so this turn, as I was able to flip turn out, there was no way I will be able to, uh, outspeed Swampert because I was mint speed. Uh, and seeing that, I did not go into Moltres because that's the mon I want to stay in with, and he would have gone for anything. But like something, I don't remember the exact thought process, but yeah. So I went G-Weezing. It pulled out Meow, so I just go for U-turn, and this time I go into Vaporeon again to scout what he does. If he has any rock move or something for uh, my Moltres as well. And then he revealed his final move as well, which is going to be Earthquake, which means it's always a free switch into Moltres, and I got the lucky Scald Bun as well. And this basically means it cannot touch Moltres at all. Two is a stab, Ice Beam, and Roar. Another Weather Ball, which forced me to switch from Ababa Snow, getting him +2 defense as well. As he snows it up again, getting a good defense boost, I was able to roost off, take less damage from Blizzard this time because I resisted, and just made him switch because I can just stall him out. Just gives me a free U-turn into Jirachi, gets a Psychic Surge up, and Expanding Force gets a kill every time over here. Volcarona, as I saw, it was Turbo Blaze, and I wasn't able to kill him. This is where I threw. If Volcarona was in case Volcarona quiver dance again at this point, I kind of lose. But he's like, okay, I am +1. I just win. I just Oko everything. He went for the Giga Train. I lost my Vaporeon. Like I said in the team preview, uh, if I see a Volcarona, my play is to always go into Terrakion, which I did not. I just went into Vaporeon for some god reason. I don't know why, and which could have costed me a game if he quiver danced again. But I had alluring voice on it as well. So I went for alluring voice in case he quiver dance. I at least was able to play my outs and was gonna alluring voice if he quiver dance again. But luckily he just went for the kill. I lost one mon. Tarakion come in and just goes for the kill for him here. Stone Age, freest kill of his life. Crit doesn't matter, it does like 200% to it. Stone Age from here is a free kill, especially with no snow, giving it no defense buffs. G-Weezing is free here, like just like Tusk. Take like 9% from close combat. Rocky helmet it up. I tried to Willow, but Swampert was already Willowed, which means I was able to just play around him. Because I was Earth Eater and he was not being able to do anything with Waterfall and Ice Beam from here on, and just get the free kill with G-Weezing, and it was 1v5 and basically a free game for me. Wild Charge took 32%, Will-O-Wisp it up and just was able to tank him. I think I pain splitted here or Strange Stream. Oh yeah, I did pain split. I don't know why, but yeah. And then took nothing from Ice Punch and Strange Stream get another KO. And with that, we finish the battle pool with 2-1 scoreline. Nozzermat got 3 games, DJ got 1 versus Minecraft, I think, and we got the 2 games versus DJ and Minecraft. And with that, we were able to make it out of the battle pools, and we will be playing in the brackets in almost any ability. And for that, I will be doing a live one and not a post comp. So I hope that goes well, because that game has not been played yet. It will be played next week on the Friday, most likely. So I hope you guys like the video, like the games, and enjoy more live games coming up. I'm trying to get into this slowly and steadily. I'm not yet confident and comfortable, but I love the support you guys are giving me. Thank you so much for joining in. Don't forget to like the video and drop a comment. Which set did you like, and how did you think about the pools, the drafts, and like basically me getting out from a pool where uh, names like Nozzermat and DJS are in the same pool as me. So I'm stoked, I'm happy, and would like to get into more uh, higher divisions leagues and bringing you that content as well. Till then, thank you so much. Signing off. Pokemon Professor Valken signs off.